In 2012, we bought a 5-acre piece of property in the Hood Canal. The Hood Canal is where Ryan and I really became a couple many years before, and we knew we always wanted to do something in this area. We just were never sure what, so after we had our twins, we thought, let's do it. No better time to buy a piece of property than when you have 1-year-old twins, right? We purchased a piece of property in Hoodsport, Washington. It had a sweet fifth wheel on it with a cool deck and a sliver view of the Hood Canal. The land had no utilities, so we figured that over time we'd put them in slowly when we could afford to do that with cash. To try and keep the fifth wheel in nice-ish and dry conditions, Ryan and my dad built a structure over the top of it. Unfortunately, without electrical to the fifth wheel, it gathered too much moisture and had black mold and a little bit of a rodent problem. Or a lot. Needless to say, it wasn't quite the dream vacation property we had pictured, and we weren't in a place financially to start developing the property. So we had the trailer hauled off and only went up to the property to mow about 2 times a year. In 2016, we finally decided to start developing our property. We found the perfect new-to-us camper trailer and we brought it up to our land. We had hoped to put it under the structure that we had put over the old fifth wheel, but it was going to require some tight maneuvering to get it there, so we found a new home for the trailer instead. We also got electrical to our land. Ryan installed the breaker box and ran wire to our trailer. We were determined to have this trailer stay dry and rodent-free. We put a gate at the end of the road to our property too, because unfortunately, we also had some theft on our property previously, so we knew we wanted to secure it up the best we could. We learned how to use a composting toilet system using 2 buckets and some peat moss. More on that later. Along with the trailer and electrical, we ended up scoring an old riding lawnmower that was Ryan's grandpa's. It had been in storage for so long, but Ryan got it started and it made mowing our land so much easier. And we added a trailer to it for hauling wood, water jugs, and the occasional tractor ride. We had our first summer where we were able to enjoy our property and were really feeling the excitement about developing it further. At the end of the summer, we even had a septic system installed. It was unusable without a well, but we had it. In March 2018, we decided to build a shed on our property. We needed something to house our mower in the winter, and we were acquiring more and more stuff on our land and needed somewhere to put it.
How was it driving down the highway with that, Ryan?
Pretty fun, a little scary.
Okay.
We used an Easy Shed instant framing kit that Ryan found on Amazon, and he told me it would be so easy. It was actually kind of simple, but it was my first construction project of this size, and I found it to be a little bit overwhelming. I think I may have even said a few times that I obviously had no future in construction. Anyway, we completed the shed over a full week and 2 more weekends because there were some issues with the door. Now we had an awesome shed to store a lot of our land toys. Our next big project at this point was a well. While we were building our shed, we met with a drilling company and started getting price quotes on a well. This was a huge project and we weren't sure it could really happen for us. Luckily, Ryan's business was growing a lot at this point, and we were able to get the well drilled and pay for it all in cash. We built a pump house using a small metal shed kit, and then Ryan put in a pressure tank and did almost all of the wiring along with the help of one of our good friends and me. It took us a few tries, but we finally passed code inspection.
I'm ready.
Oh my God, I want to cry. You did it, Ryan.
A little emotional.
In 2019, we finally decided it was time to start thinking about building a permanent house up here. So we brainstormed a little and started checking out log cabin kits. We quickly decided this was the way to go. At first, we were thinking that a small cabin with 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and a loft would be great. After checking out a lot of plans, we started changing our minds. We finally decided if we were going to do this, we wanted to end up with a cabin that we loved. So we finally landed on a 1,500 square foot cabin kit with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Kind of crazy to say that now from a lady who said she was really overwhelmed by the construction of a shed. We've already started the process of clearing the build site, and in June 2020, our log cabin kit is set to arrive and the building will begin. Our plan is to do most of the work ourselves and have a few people come in and help us. My dad has already said he'd come in and help, and we have a lot of friends excited to help us too. But mainly it will be me and Ryan doing as much of the work as possible. Our land has already brought us so many amazing moments, and I can't wait to see what will come next. Be sure to click subscribe so you can follow our journey as we build our cabin on our little slice of heaven in the Hood Canal.